Hey there, I'm Marina Orms. Today is Sunday, June 26, 2022, and I want to talk to you about what we have coming up this week. In particular, a new moon in Cancer. And I want to give you 3 things that you need to know about this particular new moon. So before we jump into that, I want to give you the overview of a new moon. When we have a new moon, it's a really good time to set your intentions, to plant the seeds of what it is you want, what's important to you, what you want to work on or focus on. Because when you set those intentions, even if things don't work out exactly the way you hope or dream or what your fantasy is of what it could look like, it's still really important to set that intention, because you're setting in motion the actual steps of supporting that to come into fruition, and to see the results of what it is you're working toward and focusing on. And again, it might be small steps at first, and that's good. So new moon, set your intentions. We also have a new moon in Cancer. The energy of Cancer is the energy of healing, of caring, of nurturing, of feeling. So feeling to do the healing. And when we tune in with what we feel, what our emotions are doing, things that might be more on the emotional side or the processing of energies and information, that's what actually helps us to move forward, especially in this Cancer moon cycle. So it's really important to give yourself time to feel and to be present for self-care and caring in general. Think about how a mother cares for a child. The mother is just there to be a presence, right? To be that presence of love and caring and support and belief in you. So be your own mother. Do that for yourself, and that will help you make the most of the Cancer energy. Cancer is a perfect sign to focus on attending to your needs, thinking about what you need and what fills up your batteries, what recharges your batteries and fills you up. So the 3 things that you need to know in addition about this week's Cancer new moon, which is on Tuesday, June 28th. It's about 8 p.m. around that time, my time, which is US Pacific time, so you can adjust for your own time zone. And the energy of this new moon is also, the first thing you need to know is that it is within 1 day of a Neptune station. And when Neptune stations to change direction, we have heightened Neptune energy. And so Neptune is stationing to turn retrograde. And while a station just means it's slowing down to change directions. So the Neptune energy is the energy of the bigger picture of spirit, of transcendence, of interconnectedness and oneness. It's also the energy of confusion and illusions and fantasies and dreams. So there's this potential for losing your way a little bit in terms of, the map and the guide rails, and, all that stuff kind of dissolves and you're left a little bit rudderless. So that energy can be up, and the best way to deal with that is to have something that grounds you, to be clear about what's important to you and what your intentions are. And that will help you get the connection of that bigger picture and how it is guiding you forward, how spirit is speaking to you, how the universe or the bigger picture of dreams and what's important to you can provide that support to you as you go forward and have some bigger aha moments and clarity because you're a little bit letting go of how you previously understood things. So that Neptune energy can really support us as we go through this Cancer new moon and the cycle that's beginning with the Cancer new moon. We've got that Neptunian energy of an infusion of unconditional love and the bigger picture of spirit and the universe and whatever that looks like for you. We also have the Cancer new moon is in a square to Jupiter in Aries. And that means that the alignment between the sun and moon during the new moon is in a challenging relationship with the planet Jupiter, which is in Aries. And so we have Jupiter, which makes things feel big and maybe bigger than life, the expansion of different qualities, whatever it touches. So Jupiter in Aries is the expansion of the action principle. It is making that expansion or a bigness feeling to the way that we move, the way that we take action, the way we take risks, maybe some foolhardy actions, maybe some bigger than life feelings of, conflict or victimization even. So look for aggression, look for how you can find your courage to challenge aggressive behavior or be assertive from your own truth as opposed to backing down based on intimidation or bullying. So finding your courage is the positive way to use that energy. Of course, that doesn't mean be foolhardy. It doesn't mean don't be smart. So take good care of yourself. With the Jupiter in Aries squaring the new moon in Cancer, we have the potential for some flare-ups because Cancer is emotion, right? So some flare-ups of anger, some flare-ups of emotional issues. And so when those come up, it's important again to slow down, to take a step back, to take care of yourself. And what does that look like? What's important to you? And are you taking actions that support what's important to you instead of being reactive or being getting yourself caught up in something that doesn't serve your greatest good? So again, staying grounded, staying clear about what's important to you, and taking that extra step to say, you know what, I'm going to step away from this because I need to get grounded first. I'm going to take care of myself and get my needs met, because when I do that, I'll be more clear, more able to communicate with clarity and effectiveness. So that's the second thing. First thing was Neptune. Second thing was Jupiter in a square to the new moon. The third thing that I want you to know about the Cancer new moon is that both Venus and Mercury are in Gemini. So that Gemini energy is there to help us out. We've got the energy of thoughts, of communication, of mental processes. So talking things through, writing them out is there to help us process mentally. And so putting our feelings into words, taking maybe that anger or that reactivity if it's coming up and journaling about it. Or again, taking a step back to think through what you want to say, and then approaching someone that maybe you need to say something to, or maybe you need to listen to. So also Gemini communication goes both ways, right? So it's speaking your truth, but it's also taking that time to really listen and allow yourself to inquire at deeper levels from a place of curiosity and willingness to learn. So let's take advantage of this week's Cancer new moon, which is coming up on Tuesday. to make the most of taking care of ourselves, of setting intentions for what we want for the coming moon cycle, and working with these energies that are up of the Neptunian energies of bigger picture, of interconnectedness and transcendence, along with the Jupiterian energies that can support us in finding our strength and our courage to take action. Thank you so much for watching. I do want to say that today the moon is in Gemini, and we're heading toward that new moon in Cancer. So today we've got the waning moon as we are letting go, processing our thoughts and our ideas with the moon in Gemini. So thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy to have you join me here. If you want to hear more, please let me know in the comments what you like to hear about, what you have questions about. And as always, your subscribing to my channel is super helpful. So see you next time. Watch all this week for daily videos to let you know what the vibe of the day is and how to work with that and make the most of this week's Cancer new moon. All right. Check me out at astrologyheals.com. I'll see you next time.